Aven,
It's
I was thinking about the juicer.
Instantly night.
Oh, you should right-click on the plants when they're fully grown. That's what it is, not left-click. I'd never break them. What the hell happened to me? What is going on? What in the God's name?
What the hell was that?
Why is this messing me up?
What? Yeah, I know. I was stuck there too. Huh.
What's wrong with this thing? The hell is the server doing? Reached end of stream. Why am I worried that the game that the server might have crashed? Are mobs moving?
Are mobs moving?
Okay, yeah, they're moving. Alright then, I don't know what the hell. It acted all weird, like we loaded in and it listed all of the mods we had for some reason. It didn't do that the first time we logged in. Or did it?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not going to question it. Just don't stand on these things, I guess. That's an interesting issue. I didn't have this problem on... I guess it's a problem with multiplayer version. Hey, give me it.
No, I'm playing Minecraft third person. I don't need you right now.
Hey, give me... It auto-fish is a mariculture fish.
What?
But it's very, very slow. And, they're not really all that good for eating.
What do you mean not good for eating? They're eats. That's all that matters.
They give you half a hunger.
And?
I'll beat you to death with this sifter. Oh, that didn't really... Okay. Guess I gotta be very careful. Wait. What? Now it's not doing it. What the hell was wrong with them in the first place?
Maybe because they were backwards.
That doesn't... Okay. I was thinking about the juicer, and I was like, how could they make it more difficult or more interesting and more realistic,
You have to add water.
If it was like... No, that doesn't make any sense. If it was like...
hold the fuck up there. What?
If it was like
hold on.
A device.
Hold on. How does it not make sense?
Because it doesn't. If it was like a device, kind of like, like an espresso machine, and you just set it on a table, and it would pour off into a tank, and you'd have to fill up a tank with juice. Will you stop it? You'd fill up a tank with juice, and then you'd have to use like glass things on it or whatnot, like a glass bottle.
The juice?
Yeah.
No, you know what would make sense, as I was saying? You would have to have different recipes for the juice.
That doesn't make sense, though. Why
How
would
does
you
that
need
make
this
sense? Why
would you need this? No, David, get off of that. Stop trying to break stuff. What are you doing?
Yeah?
That makes it worse.
What doesn't make it worse?
Because now I'm going to be pushed back to here every time I mine.
Oh! Well then, don't worry, I'll just fish it forward. Fish it forward.
But, like... that doesn't make any sense, Aven. It's just juice. Haven't you heard of normal juicers?
No. I know normal juicers, but at the same time, haven't you? So what you said is kind of like so many juicers out there. Why are we just making it the most elaborate one possible?
What do you mean elaborate? It's just like a juicing machine because this is a handheld item, and there needed to be a way to collect.
You're asking for some espresso type of juicer, and I'm like, yeah, they exist, but should they exist in Minecraft?
Well, no, I think it should exist in this because the juicer is just this little item, right? It's like a lemon juicer,
Yes, I know that.
And the thing is that you put carrots with it or whatnot in your inventory, and it makes juice. You don't need the glass vial or anything. It's just juice. And I was thinking, it should require the glass bottle, so that you could have to refill it and drink it,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you'd use one glass bottle just like with water.
Mm-hmm.
But, the issue is that, how do you hold the liquid? So you can't use the juicer by hand. You have to have a machine do it in front of you.
Yeah.
And you don't want the machine to hold a bottle as well, so that you have to stand there every time you want juice. So you put it into a tank. And then you'd use a bottle on a tank, That was my reasoning to it. Because it's slightly unrealistic that we have a bottle out of nowhere.
Yeah, slightly. But
at
so
the
is
same time,
lava
it would make it
bucket.
really difficult though, because you need to get glass then. But well, actually, it's not that difficult. I don't know. It would take some time for sure. It would stop wasting fishing pole.
What? I ain't wasting the fishing pole.
Yes, you are.
Just wasting a fishing pole.
You're wasting the fishing pole.
A fishing pole.
You're destroying the world.
The world.
I'll kill you. I don't like this water pushes me back. I think this water is evil. Actually,
Holy crap.
I've got an idea. I know how to stop this water. Problem solved. I'll never have water issues again. That's right,
Arrow
water.
in my ass.
What? He used to be an adventurer, and then he took a really bad arrow. The sun is rising and blinding me. Why is this called a pick of misfortune? It doesn't make any sense. It's stone-bound, though, so as I mine, it gets faster as it gets damaged.
And that hence the misfortune.
Maybe.
Right. Like, I haven't seen you name queer things for odd reasons.
What?
Like, I haven't seen you name things for queer reasons. Like, I believe, oh yeah, those potions that we have on our server.
What about them?
You have, like, odd names for them, man. Like, the mermaid potions.
I wanted them to be slightly, like, RPG-ish, you know what I mean?
Then, hence the...
But they weren't weird. Why were they weird?
Wait. Let me just say, how you feel about the item in your hand is how I feel about those potions.
I don't know what you mean. What? Why it's named Misfortune versus why they're named those names?
Well, I think I'm finding you right now very hypocritical.
I'm not sure what you're telling me here. That's
Well,
the problem.
it's because you were stating that you had a problem with pickaxe of misfortune, but then all the while you're like, why is it named that?
Yeah. I'm wondering why it's named that.
And then for the simplest reason, it already expresses itself on why it's named that.
It doesn't express
all the
that.
while.
It's got stone-bound, thaumic, and reinforced 3. If anything, this thing's more reinforced than anything. So I don't see why it's misfortunate. It should have, like, anti-luck or something on it. If anything, stone-bound's better because as it breaks, it gets better. So it makes even less sense on it. See, because the thing is, my potions all made sense for their name.
I hate getting the sploosh and no floosh.
Yeah, you actually have to wait until the thing pulls down and then stays down. I think.
Yeah, but if you wait too long, it snatches. Tears it
Yeah,
off.
it disappears. But, usually you get the fish before that happens, so... I don't know, I find it ends up being like a long waiting game or something sometimes.
I think this generation of patience.
I wanted us to have like I was thinking to myself about food, and I was like, okay, what if we had the zombie spawner going, or the monster spawner going, so we could get zombies for the rotten flesh? Because I was like, okay, we'll use them as food, have the thing spawning as food, basically. But we can't eat zombie flesh because that'd be bad. So then how do we deal with that? And I'm like, wait, there's zombie jerky. So we'll make jerky out of them. But that requires salt, and then that's where it kind of died down.
And that's where it shoved itself real quick.
In the entire time I've been playing the game, which has been probably like, I don't know how long. It's just been forever. It had to have been like almost a month in the making or something. And I still haven't come across any salt. That's how long and how difficult theoretically it is. So...
Well, it was meant to be originally smart and easy. It was just a dumb idea.
Like, there's salt in the nether, but if you go to the nether, you're basically dead. So that's a bad idea. There's salt in the overworld, but there's no ores of salt, so that doesn't happen. Also, it's about ready, Aven. It's almost ready for the pillar design.
Oh.
And once that's done, it'll be complete. Oh, I don't know how you teleported to that location specifically.
Hold.
Could have killed him right then and there. Would have dealt with that. He'd never be an issue again. How's it going, dude?
Oh, really? Let me just, saved your life.
What life?
I
have no life.
I'm pulling you.
I'm surprised that's not actually catching, though.
Just like the fish.
How's fishing gone?
I got fish. That's what I... Oh. Well, fishing is gone.
Alright, well, anyway, we need more stuff here. Go ahead, mine. Stop killing me!
Got the pickaxe of misfortune. I can understand why it's named that now.
That's not the pickaxe of misfortune.
Oh, damn. I really do like the Dark Souls thing going on there for the experience.
What, for the tool? What?
My experience was waiting for me on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Dark Souls. Oh, you know, I give up. Forget that.
What?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
What'd you do?
Nope. No, I don't know. I'm going back to fishing.
Why?
When the first cobblestone you do, your break falls right into the lava.
It's probably like increased odds for it to go into the lava right now.
So they're selling the Xbox One without the Kinect, and it shall have be $100 US. So now both consoles are the same price.
Wait, the PS4 is only $100?
No, $4. 400.
Oh.
But the Xbox One is 500 with the Kinect, but they're removing it, dropping it down to 400.
I don't think they know where they want to sit with that. It's kind of reminiscent of Nintendo, which I think is still freaking out.
I don't know why they're freaking out. I mean, you've seen how many titles they brought. They're pretty much pulling out everything they have in the bank to make bank.
Yeah, they get pretty crazy right now. But I kind of like it. You know,
they're pretty much using old IPs right now.
What is it? Mario Kart 8. It's coming out, and if I buy it between May 30th and I guess June 31st, is it? And register it, I can get a free downloadable game or whatnot for Wii U, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all for Wii U. So I thought to myself, I wanted to get just Pikmin 6, but good lord, I just wanted to get Pikmin 3. So I'm thinking to myself, I could buy Mario Kart as well. So now I'm gonna get Mario Kart 8. Damn. Of course, the other interesting part is I don't have the console yet, so
Well, no, neither do I. But
and I also don't really think to get it anytime soon. So I've got to register this beforehand.
Also, they're bringing out like Super Smash Brothers, and they're also doing new Pokemon game, and I'm like, damn.
Already a new Pokemon. Jeez.
Well, it's a remake.
Ah.
So, to me, I'm like...
An HD version of the first one.
It's an HD 3D version of like the third one, which is my favorite generation. So I'm like, this is gonna be worth it. But I wasn't all hyped like every other person.
What's the third generation? Is that the one with I think it was Snivy and whatnot? Like I remember like a little bit of the third generation.
The blue whale and the red Godzilla like creature.
No, I got nothing.
Okay, see that. It's like
I was just like I was remembering like an image or whatnot.
The green dragon with Plaza.
I was remembering an image of
because if I'm right, Vivens
the different types of Pokemon, right? All the different types and the generation it was. And like generation I think 3 was with Snivy, Oshawott, and T-Pig or something.
No, that's 5th.
5th?
That's 5th.
Alright, then I was way off then. Because I just didn't remember what the numbering system was. Because they had like every generation right above each other. Like the first one was the top, and at the bottom was the last generation.
Yeah.
And then the next generation.
Well, let me just say this generation is the Mudkip generation.
The Mudkip generation.
Mudkips. I really do like Mudkips. And assholes made a meme of it.
The hell does that even mean, Aven? What do you mean, generation of Mudkip?
What? You don't know?
Just this Pokemon Mudkip? I felt like it was like a theme of Mudkip, and I was just like,
no,
what the hell?
Mudkip is a starter Pokemon in third generation.
Oh, and I didn't realize he was a starter one.
And people made fun of it, like because of some kid, and I'm like, the asshole. I love Mudkip.
Mudkip. I don't think I've seen it as a starter generation in the videos at all, so they must not have gone through that. Because I think like, what was it? I don't remember what the water ones I saw so far. It's definitely Squirtle. Squirtle. Then there was
Totodile.
Pinflip or whatever it was one I saw.
Damn,
Totodile I saw too.
Yeah, and then there's Mudkip, and then there's Pinflip, and then there's who's the water one after that? Oh yeah, Oswatts, and then Froakie.
Huh. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing like. I don't remember Mudkip being seen as a starter Pokemon. It might have happened somewhere, but it might have been just very vaguely. Because I remember like Brock being at some spot where they were breeding Mudkips, I guess, for starter Pokemon. But I don't think I ever saw all 3 starter Pokemon in the same area.
Don't use the anime. Don't refer to the anime. I mean, they followed the general conciseness of the game, but they're not anything correlated. Period.
I know, but I'm just trying to watch it. Oh wait, which came out first anyway?
The game.
Alright, then. Figures as much.
With the ugly Pokemon before the game, before it was popular, there were some hideous disformed shit creatures. They were just. Oh, I remember playing it back in the day. I remember that. It's just like, what is this creature? What's this?
It's just like there's like 3 pixels, and you're just like, that's a completely different creature. Don't you?
It was a horrible resolution. They also like had like different anatomy structures to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just very, very different between first and the second game. But keep in mind, they were the same thing, just different pixels.
Yeah.
Now,
I wonder if I can staircase this.
A lot of people like. I don't know what generation most people like. I think it's the second generation that people like the most. The one with
What?
With Ho-Oh. I think a lot of people like second generation more. At least the hardcore fans do. Because you see a shit ton of Umbreon likers. A lot of people like Umbreon. And I'm like, it's okay. People would ask me what my favorite Pokemon is. I think it would be Emboar. Like the final evolution of Tepig, but that's because like his shiny form, his flames become blue, and I'm like, kind of
That
badass.
is pretty cool. I should be very careful when doing this.
And like he was a tank and also did the most amount of damage, so I'm like, I do not like this.
I don't know. Like, when it comes to like favorite Pokemon, I feel like mine would be Pikachu just because he's like the main character, probably for like many things. He's like the star child, you know.
Yeah.
But like I remember watching like what is it, Sly Fox? He was playing one of the Pokemon, like Poke Park 2, I think it was, Poke Park 1 and 2. Okay. And he played as like Snivy, Oshawott, Pikachu, and T-Pig, the main Pokemon set for that game, I guess. And I really liked all of them, except for T-Pig for some reason. I wasn't a big fan of T-Pig as much. I don't know why. I mean, it was a great Pokemon, but I just wasn't a fan of him.
Have you seen his final evolution?
Yeah, in the second Poke Park, I believe his final evolution was... Actually, never mind. It was the first one, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. The point is that there was like this camp for them where they lived or whatnot, and they had to pass a trial. And the guy that was like holding the trial gates, or basically, you know, was the evolved version of him, which had like a mame of like fire.
Yes, and had fun, but it is. I don't know. I like him. At first, I kind of disliked him because I was like, he's just a pig. but then after a while, I was like, he really isn't that bad.
I don't know.
I would possibly love Chespin if they didn't give Fennekin like the latest one. If they didn't give the little fox one a messed up evolution at the very end, then no one saw it coming. Like the first one was cute, second one was adorable, third one had to be majestic, and they just boned it over. Like the final evolution of all three were just completely 180s. Like Froakie was just, his anatomy has all these circles and whatnot, and his final
and then the last one was just blocks.
Just like freaking polygonal, sharp angles everywhere. He's like a French guy. Wait. His Froakie's like this frog that looks like a French dude, and you know what they make him look like? His final evolution, Greninja is a ninja. So it was just, wait, what? They really did blow that one over.
Pokemon is just one of those crazy things. I think it was partially one of those things that might have been just because like he got handed down to someone else. You know?
Yeah.
Because like, seeing as how it's a game, that makes it even a little bit worse for it because it's less of a copying kind of thing so much and more of an evolution. So they're always going like, oh, we need to make it different, we need to make it new, we need to make all these changes, and sometimes they take it too far and they're just like, we need to drastically change this.
Yeah.
It's like we used to do circles. Circles are too old, they're out now. We're gonna do squares, rectangles.
Like the freaking Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions just OP as hell.
Wait till they become Digimon.
Like, they're just normal. And then freaking just whoop out a Mega Evolution. Just do Deem Roll. Playing online's fun, considering you have all these people who pull out like legendary beasts, and I just wanna play.
Yeah, it's like a showboat for all of it. You know, like you play online, like I gotta go show off my new blues and shinies.
Yeah.
Look, I got this legendary, and it's like mine's shiny. Oh crap! And then that's just it.
My problem is freaking getting them. I have to spend $5. I mean, yeah, they ain't a problem. It's like spend $5 to get all my Pokemon, to current gen, because I freaking hate how they didn't cross that somehow. So I can't get my Pokemon from my black and white to freaking
They didn't transfer?
Yeah, they can't transfer. You have to actually get a service to transfer them.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Probably some sort of money grab, if anything, too.
Yep.
Yeah, so then just re-roll.
And at the moment, when
I'm sure there's some way to, like, cheat it, too. You could probably hack it into there somehow, but that probably requires a lot of ambition and some crazy know-how.
Yeah. At when the first game first came out, it was like fucking crazy X and Y. It's like I played it with Alexis, but I felt like we were somewhat trying to race each other. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take my time with it. And eventually, she took my game to play through it a second time. Because she's like, I played it as female in this one. I'm gonna play as male and make other choices. And I'm like,
I'll make all the wrong choices this time. One of those games where it's like, I'm gonna make all sorts of choices and then I'll play again as some other thing. Just do every choice.
You make all the wrong choices. All the wrong choices.
It's like, it's a rare day when you feel like, I want to play a game and just see all the possible outcomes of it. So I'm gonna re-roll every single thing.
So my point is, like, I wasn't too crazy about it. I wanted the hype to die down because I don't like the Pokemon community when there's hype. Like, because it's not really people who enjoy it, you know what I mean? Like, before any game is announced, right before the game is announced, it's pretty mellow, it's a small village, it's just us, just enjoying, the game for what it is.
Yeah.
And then, like, update, and freaking everyone storms the forums, and it's like, holy shit.
It's like you're just playing the game with just like no mind on that.
Just relaxing. Some people take it competitively, which I'm like, that's cool. Yeah, I'll play hardball eventually, every so often, just to spice it up. But play casual, and then you get the entire world population just spam the servers. I see what you did.
I collected it because I found it was actually collectible. So now it's in our chest. Now it can be praised as such.
Praise the bolt. You should put it in the front door so every time you take a step over, it just launches it in or out of the house.
Where'd both of our masks go?
I don't know.
Why? I was gonna put it between our masks. Get all classic in here.
Classic with the heads of our fallen foes.
You of course have a numerous amount of your own head.
Don't worry, I just chucked them.
Or this small layer.
To find out one's actually a block. You just got lazy at that point.
We could probably build these into a block now if we wanted to, but screw them!
Okay, I was gonna experiment real quick. So what's the whole purpose of this spiral staircase?
So I can climb it. I'm building it from the top down, and the only way to do that without being able to fly or falling to my death repeatedly is to build the stairs. But then I'd have to fall to my death because I wouldn't have enough material. Now I can keep revisiting it every time with new material.
With new material. As much as I love MMOs, they are really time consuming.
Yeah, they're insane.
Half hour passed by and all I did was walk from point A to point B.
That tends to be.
All with as fast as my Octane game. I love it. I love it.
I just don't like MMOs because they require so many people for things. I don't like that.
I do enjoy a good game.
I enjoy a good game, but I'm a soloist.
I don't like the fact that they can come to an abrupt end sometimes. Not really an abrupt end, but, a slow declining, depressive end.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Not too many MMOs are shut down too often, are they?
Not usually.
Well, I'm speaking like it's because it's like...
It depends on... Well, I guess it depends on your tier of
Depends,
MMO.
because MMOs aren't really not too many of them around for my generation, so seeing them go away slowly at first, it's like, really is it too much? You know what I mean? It's like seeing the after effects of the boom generation.
That's just it, though. There's a lot of MMOs, just they're different types of MMOs, you know? Like, all sorts of competitive MMOs. Like, I was, you know, I'm in that, Tiberium Alliances.
Oh, yeah.
I've just left it. Because I decided it was just stupid and I was wasting my time. That's an MMO.
Yeah.
But there are many games like that, and there's also things like, what is it? Maple Story and stuff like that. All sorts of games that are that quality that are MMOs. You know, they're just there's smaller niches of MMO. The classical ones that we're used to with like WoW and Final Fantasy and intensive stuff like that are a bit more different. They require a lot more behind them.
A lot more behind them in what sense?
Like, the smaller one is like a mom and pop store, whereas the level of MMO we're playing is like you need to be EA or higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what really changes the strategy. But then it's a question of, do they want to support that continually? World of Warcraft will always exist because of Blizzard always existing. They're going to keep that going.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to let that die. But I don't know about what EA and them think about some things, you know. Some servers just kind of end. Like, for one, Blizzard doesn't support, you know, having
servers?
Old servers, yeah. They just support only having their version of server. And that's kind of unfortunate because I really like the older one. And there are places to go for it, but they're usually not as good. Unless, of course, you're talking about, like, what is it? Molten WoW, which is the top one. Because I've been there.
Been there, done that.
And, you know, I played it for a little while because it was back in Wrath version, you know? So the Lich King was around and whatnot, and that was, like, the best time to be in there.
Yeah.
But it's not quite the same all the time, you know? And as well as that, I just kind of left it, but I did like the world like it was. Just a decision that eventually happened. Why do I feel like it's repaired?
I agree. There's certain eras when you play something that was just like, it really feels like a community at that point. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows where they are. I mean, even the trolls are like, okay, this is just a douchebag. I got it. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I don't. It's like right now, Mabinogi, that community is just really hardcore. Like, what is that? They're just right now just hardcore Fashionogi. So it's like, I don't really want to.
Oh, it's all about artistic stuff now?
Artistic, artsy-fartsy. It's just, you know, the pulp at the end of the bottle.
From Mabinogi, was it? Yeah. I liked Mabinogi's design when it came to music and stuff. It was really cool. That you could type in letters and give them a tempo, you know?
Yeah, it was my first MMO. So, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has their first.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of MMOs, they don't usually go that deep into it, you know?
What do you mean that? Oh, you mean creativity?
Like that deep into creativity, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do a lot with it.
I agree, there was a lot of creativity. You dye anything, build anything, craft
Could you
stuff.
build your own house and stuff?
Nope.
No?
You could design your own house from the inside.
Yeah. Like, I like the design for RuneScape's house building. That was really cool. It's not like super, you know, freedom and stuff, but it's a nice kind of, you know, here's some template designs, and for certain rooms and stuff, and there you go.
Yeah.
You couldn't change them or anything like that. You know, it'd be like, this is a room type, and here's what it does and stuff, and you could use it for benefits and all that. And these aren't turning into what I want them to be, so I'm assuming that they've changed it. And so, you know, you could build your house, and it would be fun. You'd get the materials and you'd build it. I like building it in there, but it requires more money from me right now to be a member for it. It's cheap though, so. But
yeah.
I'm not dedicated to it right now. But I'd go back to it. I went back to it for a little while.